Well, guys, this is it. This is the last step to the Easter egg, the finale. Okay, so the worm disappeared, yes, and we have this blight. We have these green cleansing orbs that once you get blighted, go in the orb. Now, not really a good idea to stay in human form. Look at the pedestals where we actually turn into beast mode. They're now glowing. It's like a purplish blue. And these Margwas, I mean, their mouths or their eyes or whatever. I mean, maybe it doubles as a mouth and an eye. I don't know. It's purple now. It's not yellow when they open up, right? It's purple. This is what we call infinite beast mode. And you're going to see us, we didn't know what the heck we were doing, right? We're like, what's going on? We got all these Margwas and we're getting blighted and, you know, we can cleanse. So we eventually do go up top. And like I said, you want to be in beast mode. When you get blighted in human mode, yeah, that's not good because it will kill you. If you don't cleanse, it will kill you. And there's another cleansing thing in the canal, right? So, and then these purple symbols are all over the place. And if you walk on them, they do hurt you, but then they disappear. So I thought originally, okay, well maybe we have to hit them all. We have to make sure they all disappear. But if you go over to the Footlight District, there's one that is underneath a car that you can't get to. Right? So I'm like, well, what the hell? You can't get to it in beast mode. You can't get to it in human mode. And here I'm staying in human mode for a long time because I don't really realize, well, this mode is essentially made for beast mode, okay? So we will get into beast mode, but like I said, I'm busy jumping over all these symbols. So what we eventually figure out is you want to be in beast mode, and you'll see the beast mode. Look at that bar, that meter that's at the bottom. You can be in beast mode for a very, very long time, okay? So this, you know, this part of the Easter egg, they want you to be in beast mode. They want you to be in beast mode. The Margwas can't really do much to you. They do attack you, and I think what happens when they do hit you, I think they start dropping your meter down a little bit. I mean, it's not much. What will really drop your meter down are the blights. So if you get blighted, and you can see I just got slammed by the Margwa, so I dropped a fair bit, okay? The blights, if you're blighted and you don't cleanse, that will drop your meter down significantly. Like, it'll take it down half. So you have to, I mean, you want to cleanse. The thing is, if you don't cleanse and let's say your meter runs out, you're going to spawn back at the spot where you went into beast mode, and your beast mode should be there again to reactivate. However, they do go away, okay? We have seen some that are red. That means the beast mode is not available there. How you get that to reset is you kill some of the Margwas. The Margwas, I think there are 4 of them. As you kill them, they will sort of reset those pedestals where you turn into the beast mode. So I think when we were first doing this, it was like, you know, we kept going on beast mode and we were looking for the next available beast mode that we can until we realized, okay, yeah, killing the Margwas, it looks like, okay, these ones are resetting. You kill enough Margwas, you eventually reset them all, and then you carry on with trying to figure out what the heck's going on. A couple other things to note: if you hold circle, yes, you can exit beast mode normally, like when you play it or you're in beast mode normally. You can also revive. I mean, you can revive a lot quicker, but as soon as you revive, you're out of beast mode. I haven't really paid attention to that. I mean, we've revived a couple times in beast mode, but my beast mode was down, you know, almost to the end already, so didn't really realize that it was actually kicking you out of beast mode on a revive, so you can do that. One other thing that happens that really, really hurt the whole Easter egg discovery on this part is that eventually the game will glitch. If you're in this mode, I mean, you can keep looking around, and I mean, the first night we did this and we're in this infinite beast round, and you notice there's no round counter, right? It's not technically a round, so it just keeps going forever. You kill Margwas and they keep respawning. Well, eventually people's games will crash. You'll get invalid model errors. You'll be missing the meter, like it'll be blocking your meter at the bottom of the screen. If you go to the pause menu, you can't come back. It'll be your screen will turn white. That happened to Hydra. And then on this last night, essentially when we're finishing this part of it, Hyper's game started crashing. Like, he was getting invalid model, and that's where we started. Okay, you know what? Because somebody had already succeeded at completing the Easter egg probably an hour, I guess maybe an hour into our live stream last night when we were going to try and attempt it, and we were trying to record all the commentary, right? So they had solved it, and we're like, you know, we want to try and figure it out. But then Hyper started getting this error invalid model. And at that point, I'm like, you know what? We're just going to ask for hints. Because I don't want to sit here and, you know, in 15 minutes, maybe we only had 15 minutes or half an hour before Hyper's game would crash, and then we'd have to start all over again and spend 3 hours getting back to this point. So it's really, really unfortunate that that happened. Okay, so let's back it up here. Well, what about the worm? Remember the worm that was downstairs? Okay, I mean, you probably already saw it while we were going through my discussion, but we're going to go to the center and we're going to take a look at that. So there's the worm, and it's directly below the junction for the trains. And we have the keepers. The keepers are there. They still have our swords. There are 3 of them that are sort of surrounding the worm, and then there's one directly above the worm. And another key point is that you can zap the keepers. You can zap them. They actually hold a charge for a few seconds, and they make these weird sounds, these high-pitched sounds, okay? So you can zap them. You can zap 3 of them. One other thing to note is that I don't think you can even get to this point without 4 players. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be able to do what we need to do here with less than 3 players. So I think it's definitely a 4-player thing. But like I said, I can't confirm that. I've heard from sources that say you can't even get to this stage without 4 players. And that would kind of make sense because the keepers downstairs would require 4 swords in order to be able to activate in order to kill the Shadowman, right? Yet another thing that I should note, and I apologize, I'm kind of all over the place with this, but there's so much information. When you activate the train will actually come in, and the worm is right in front of the train. So the train smashes the worm disappears for a few seconds, and then once the train is gone, the worm reappears. So one other thing that's associated with that, though, like if a player goes down, let's say you go back into human mode and you get downed and you actually bleed out, activating the train and destroying the worm and having it come back will bring back your players. They will revive your players and you'll be back in the game, even though it's not, you know, in the next round, right? So let's cut to the chase. Someone had solved the final part of the Easter egg last night before we got to this point, and Hyper started getting that character or that model invalid message. And that's when I said, you know what, chat? Give us some hints. Give us some hints. So we eventually got pointed to this box right here. And look at the train rail. The train rail is now glowing blue. So essentially, we're electrifying the rails of the train, the overhead train. And then that box exists in each train station. At the top of each train station, if you zap the box, it will electrify the rails. What you need to do is electrify all 3 rails at the same time, activate the train, have the train come in, destroy the worm, and at the same time be zapping the 3 gatekeepers that are on the bottom, okay? The only difficulty with this is obviously you need 3 players that are in beast mode in order to zap the rails, and it only lasts, I think, about 25 seconds. So you've got 25 seconds before you lose your electrical charge on the rails. So you got to have 3 players in beast mode at each of the train stations to zap the rails coordinated. The 4th player is going into human mode right after that. While the other 3 players are mad dashing it for the center junction, the 4th player would go up there and they would activate the train or call the train to that station from another station. And then that's it. The train would travel. All the rails are electrified. The other 3 players are in the middle zapping the keepers. And that's basically how this step is solved. So here's a run where we actually did it. I'm going to be the human guy. So I've already told the guys to zap the rails. The rails are zapped. I'm going to go into human mode. I'm going to go up and call the train, and then I'm going to try to make it back into the middle. And they actually did it successfully. They all got back, and they were just zapping, like just tap, 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 zapping the keepers. And then once the train came in, yeah, this is basically what happened. So let's hear it.
All the screaming, Nero's dead. The victorious.
I'm so sorry. I really don't have time to explain. I have a universe to set right. Thank you, and goodbye.
I mean, that was it. That was it. What? Richtofen, what? What just happened? And if you want to hear my live reaction, check out our finale. It was actually part 18 of our Shadows of Evil live Easter egg run-through, which I should have made public just before this video came out. But yeah, we have our live reactions on there, and yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So we actually had some discussion a little later about you know, whether this may have impacted something on the moon, not on the moon, but on the Giants. You know, going back to the Giant, maybe this made something happen on the Giant. I don't know. I don't know. You never know with Treyarch, right? Who knows? I doubt it, but hey, we're going to be probably playing the Giants very, very soon after this. So that's it, guys. I mean, that's the Easter egg, and I guess I'll be working on the old good old compilation video next, but we still have a bunch of stuff for Black Ops 3 Zombies, not only Shadows of Evil, but also the Giants. I mean, there are a bunch of other things, secrets and Easter eggs, and you know, tons, guys, tons. And we're going to be doing games with viewers and subscribers, challenge games, a lot of games, challenge games that we used to do years ago, like Point Whore Challenge and other stuff that we can get really creative with this. So we're looking forward to doing that. I mean, especially with the leveling and everything in Black Ops 3 Zombies, we think it's pretty fantastic. So we're going to have a lot of time and a lot of fun to play more zombies here on Shadows of Evil and the Giant. Way more so than we ever did like on DLC maps with Black Ops or Black Ops 2. I mean, it was like, play it for, you know, the first week or so and then never touch it again for like 2 years. No, 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 no. We're going to be playing it a lot, so stay tuned for a ton more Black Ops 3 Zombies content here on NGTZombies. Hope you guys enjoyed the ride. It was a fun one, that's for sure. I'm Spider, and I'm out.